Hey, it's Rachel from All About Planners. In this video, I'm going to show you two different ways that you can resize a US letter size printable down to Happy Planner classic size. So I have one of the printables that I've made here. You can download this one. I'll have the link down below if you are interested. But want to just point out that I do allow a 0.5 inch margin on either side of my printable, so that will become important later on, but we'll get to that in a sec. So open up the printable you want to use in Adobe Reader. I recommend doing this on a computer or a laptop. Do not use an iPad or an iPhone. It's so much harder. It's just a lot easier if you can get onto a computer and do it that way. So go to File, Print, and then you'll notice that at the moment everything is set to 8.5 by 11 inches because this is a US letter size printable. That's what the document, so the template has been created at, and that's what the page size is showing on my preview here. So the first of the two ways that you can resize it down is to use the custom scale. So your printer might say just scale or just look for a percentage. So it should be showing 100% and we want to change that. So if you want to print US letter onto Happy Planner classic size, but onto a US letter size paper, then do 82%. So this way you don't have to pre-cut any paper, you can just print it straight onto there and then trim it after it prints. And you can see that the design has shrunk quite nicely down to fit. If you want a bit more wiggle room, you could go down to, I would say 79% would be the minimum that I would recommend. You can see that it's allowed a bit more space on either side. To be honest, anything between, I'd say 79, about 83% should be okay. For me, I'm in Australia and we use A4 size paper. So I actually pull this back to 83% and then I change the page size to A4 up here in properties. But that's up to you. Do some experimenting with your printer, see what margins you like to allow. Like if you're left-handed, you might want to allow a larger margin. I'll leave that up to you to decide. That's the first method. The second method is to go into your more detailed menu. So each print is different, but it will probably be within properties or advanced or more options. So look for a button like that. For me, it's properties. And then we change the printer paper size. So Happy Planner Classic size is not a standard piece of paper size, so we need to go into custom and enter the dimensions in ourselves. So it's 7 inches wide by 9.25 inches high, and then hit OK. Some printers will save the custom sizes that you've entered, so you can just click on that and next time you want to use it. Mine, which is a Canon printer, does not do that. So each time I do have to enter in the custom page sizes, but look, it's not a big deal. It doesn't take that long, so it doesn't really bother me. Just keep that in mind. If you are printing a whole bunch of them, I still check the page size every single time I open a new template. Don't assume that your printer will remember your last setting. Nothing worse than printing a whole bunch of printables and they're at the wrong size. So let's just hit OK and then hit OK again. So now we can see that this has updated to 7 by 9.25. However, this looks a bit funny. So we need to hit Fit. And now the printable will be expanded as much as it should be on a 7 by 9.25, and we still have those margins here on the left and the right. And you can see that this one here has got 79%, 83, like look anywhere around that percentage should be fine. I do want to just point out, so while I do a 1/2 inch margin on either side, if you're using Happy Planner size printables from somewhere else, a lot of people will pre-format it so that there is a left and a right side, so you have to punch the holes on a specific side. And if you are going to use a template like that, just allow a bit more margin and you would be better off using the scaling method if that's the case. So if you use one of my printables, it doesn't matter if you use custom page size or scaling. If you're using one that's pre-formatted for punching on a specific side, I would use the custom scale method. The other thing to consider is your printer capabilities. A lot of the cheap printers don't handle custom page sizes very well. Even my one, to be honest, it doesn't do it that great. So I would tend to print onto a full-size piece of paper, so for me A4, and then I'll just trim it after it prints. You can print onto paper that you have pre-cut to Happy Planner Classic size, but most printers will want you to feed that into the rear tray at the back of the printer, not the standard paper like cassette tray that's underneath. So I prefer to use the standard paper tray that's underneath because it has more, I guess, like little grippy things that hold the piece of paper in place better. The one at the rear tray, the paper just kind of dangles there And if I put a lot in at once, it can then catch multiple pieces of paper and jam the printer. And it can also print crooked. There is nothing worse than watching your printer take the paper and you can already see that it's crooked before it even gets in the machine, and you're just going, this is just going to go in the bin. Like, it's just a bit more wasteful. So for me, it doesn't work that great. But you've got both options there to test what works better for you. So I hope you found this video helpful. I do have some other printing tutorials. If you want to make your own planner, I'll have the links for those down below. And don't just forget to subscribe. I usually post a planner related video every other week. See you in the next one.